Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Seema Khanna from Hans Raj Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar, from Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Today we are going to talk on module Lessons for Value Based Management from Ramayana, from paper Human Values and Indian Ethos. After studying the entire text, students will be able to understand, to obtain knowledge of epic Ramayana, to understand the basic management values, to apply these management principles in the real life situations. Introduction. Teaching of management can be made very effective by the deep understanding of the epic of Hindu mythology, the Ramayana. Students of management will certainly have conceptual clarity by analyzing this epic. Good leadership styles, governance, proper management, cooperation, and good organization, etc., may be comprehended from Ramayana. Various management principles have been actually emerged from our epics and old history. In the present day, successfully running corporates are following these principles and practices to govern their organizations. Lord Rama and Hanumana have set good examples of effective management before us. Lord Rama is known for his Ram Rajya. Management lessons from Ramayana are the various teachings and lessons drawn from this great epic have been explained as follows. Recognition and support to the subordinates. During the search of Sita, it was found that she is in Lanka as Ravana had kidnapped her. Jamvat guided Hanumana. He motivated him to go to Lanka to find Sita. Jamvat was able to explore the potential of Hanumana. He knew that it is only Hanumana who could do this difficult task. Hanumana had courage to go to the enemy's field. This way, Jamvat, as a good leader and manager, was successful. He valued his subordinates. They were able to discover Sita. Good leaders must know the potential of their employees and accordingly, tasks may be assigned to the workers for the effective implementation of plans. Knowledge of the rivals. To win, one should know about the strengths and weaknesses of the rivals and competitors. Accordingly, we may do self analysis and plan our strategies. When Hanumana went to Lanka to search Sita ji, he acquired the knowledge of Ravana's empire. He discussed all his contents about Lanka after returning back. Accordingly, Rama's force was prepared to fight with Ravana. Hanumana was able to analyze the good and the weak points of Ravana. This knowledge benefited a lot later on. Similarly, corporates must acquire the requisite knowledge of their competitors, do their SWOT analysis, and plan their course of action accordingly. Today, customer is the king of the market. Most of the customers go by the brand names due to the brand value. To capture a great portion of market share, companies must create their brand image. Brand sale is always successful. In Ramayana, when Rama's force was trying to cross the sea to reach Lanka, they found it very difficult to reach. Hanumana and his companions make a stone bridge over it. Heavy stones did not sink due to the name of Lord Rama on the stones, while stones without Lord's name sunk into the water. This way, they were able to make a bridge and reach to Lanka. Managers' behavior with subordinates. No single person can attain the desired goals. It is a teamwork of every management. Officials must believe in the strength of their team. They must have faith in their group. They must respect their subordinates. They must listen to them and give them the opportunity to take part in decision making. Opinions of the employees must be respected by the managers to enhance their creativity. These way, employees may get strengthened. Managers must treat all their employees equally. All these lessons can be learned from Ramayana. Lord Rama used to have full faith in his force. When Rama was not satisfied with the decision of Hanumana to set fire on Lanka, Hanumana stopped taking any further decision. But in order to regain his decision making power, he, along with Lakshmana, went Patal Lok. It was only Hanumana who could bring them back. The same happened with the superpowers of Hanumana. After that, Hanumana regained his confidence to be participative. Lord Rama was able to capture new leader Hanumana. In business too, businessmen must create leaders by giving them more opportunities and work experience. Ram Raja. Everybody talks about Lord Rama's Ram Raja. That was an empire of Shri Ramji in which justice was done with every individual. Each and every member of the society was happy and fortunate to live in Ram Raja. He was impractical and loyal to his community. Sita had to leave Ayodhya when an ordinary citizen blamed her due to her stay in Lanka. Lord Rama at that time believed in justice and equity. Thus, he considered his wife like a normal citizen. All the chief executive of big companies must behave impartially and try to do justice with each person working in the organization. Ethical values. Lord Rama is a symbol of good moral and ethical values. He set an example of an ideal son of his parents. He always respected his elders, valued his youngers, and paid due considerations to his countrymen. Thus, he proved to be an ideal king, good son, and brother. By setting high moral standards, he was always obeying his dharma. While talking about big and successful houses today, like Tata's, they are successful only due to high ethical conduct of their business. They are paying obligations towards society. Their corporate social responsibility is also very good. Mutual cooperation and alliances. For a good teamwork, proper coordination and cooperation is required. There was a high level of cooperation between Rama and Sita ji. Sita was a daughter of King Janak. After their marriage, when Rama had to go to the forest for 14 years, she decided to accompany him without a single thought. Moreover, there was an example of cooperation between Rama and Sugriv, among Rama's brothers, etc. In the present scenario, big mergers and alliances take place only to combine two forces to work effectively in a coordinated manner. Planning about future succession. Succession of every organization is must. King Dashratha planned to make Rama his Yuvraj. As Rama was liked by all, it was a right decision for Ayodhya. Lord Rama proved to be a great king. Succession plans of businesses must be at right time. Top level leaders and managers should guide few of their subordinates to succeed. Without proper succession planning, businesses are failed to run. Sacrifices and hard work. Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana lived a very hard life in the forest for a period of 14 years. They considered themselves as a normal citizens. They understood the ground realities of the life. They made many sacrifices for each other. Chief executives of the companies and the top officials should leave the comfort zones. They should conduct market surveys and research to know the expectations of the potential consumers. Accordingly, they should formulate their plans and policies. Thus, they may be successful in capturing the major market share. Effective execution of plans. Hanumana is a good source of inspiration to learn proper execution of plans and policies. He was assigned the task to search Sita ji. He did his job excellently. He assured her to take her back to Rama. He conveyed their messages to each other properly. He was a good medium between them. Similarly, for the effective execution of each plan, policy, and strategy, efforts must be done. Only to make plans and conduct meetings is nothing. Main part of the management is to perform and execute, believe in karma to get good results. Due importance to environment. From the era of Ramayana, environment has been given a good importance for the well-being of creatures. When Lord Rama wanted to cross the sea with his soldiers, he called sea god for this purpose. But sea god discussed about his concern to the ecosystem due to which no bridge could be formed. Then he decided to make a causeway in a shallow area only. Rama accepted this and the process started. In modern world too, government started various projects by giving high value to the environmental factors. Environment Protection Act has been formulated to follow its rules and companies may be penalized due to disobedience of the environmental norms. This is compulsory to save our economy. Ready to take good advice. Ravana is well known for his knowledge and power, but the reason of his downfall was not to get advice of his near and dears. He never took advice from his wife Mandodari, his brother Vibhishna, and his grandfather Malyavan. Instead of this, Ravana. They all advised him to return Sita to Lord Rama, but instead of this, he considered the advice of his courtiers full of arrogance. It is beautifully explained in Ramcharitmanasa that we should never seek advice from paid advisors who give advice to get some consideration. A good leader must take advice from such persons who provide guidance without any personal interest. Don't have bad company. Kakai, the stepmother of Shri Ramji, was under the influence of her maid servant Mantra. Mantra always gave bad ideas to her. She only guided Kakai to declare her son Bharat as Yuvraj of Ayodhya instead of Rama. She forced the king Dashratha for the same. She asked the king to keep two promises, that is, 14 years exile for Rama and declaration of her own son Bharat as the successor of Ayodhya. Consequently, King Dashratha died due to his separation from Rama. Thus, good company can make you and bad company will destroy you. Be humble. During the end of Ravana, Lord Rama told Lakshmana to learn the principles of good governance from Ravana. Lakshmana approached him but failed due to his hasty nature. But Rama advised him to approach Ravana again with due humility. Now, the second time, Lakshmana was successful. Ravana shared his knowledge about his statecraft and diplomacy as he was a highly learned person. Good managers must behave with all their stakeholders in a very humble and gentle way. Ability to face risk and challenges. There is direct relationship between risk and profitability. Higher the risk, more is the profitability. A good businessman has the potential to take more risk in order to generate more profits. Like Hanumana was assigned the duty of searching Sita ji. He had to cross a big sea on his way. He faced multiple obstacles, like he had to enter in the mouth of Surasa, a Rakshasi. Again, he was examined by another Rakshasi, Simbhika. But Hanumana had a very sharp mind, decision making ability, and great power to overcome all these hindrances. Hanumana brought Sanjeevani, a life saving herb from Himalayas, for Lakshmana after putting several efforts. Therefore, taking all this risk, he was quite successful. Clarity of goals to the followers. Each employee of the organization must be aware of the vision, mission, and organizational goals. This is required for the effective attainment of the objectives. Each employee should have clarity of his individual goals also. Otherwise, there may be a chaos in the company. Like Rama motivated his force by delegating them responsibility to bring Sita back home. His followers were clear about their task. There was proper division of work also. Not to overcommit. Dashratha, father of Rama, did commitment with his wife to fulfill her desire. His wife Kekai demanded two such things which were like impossible to fulfill by Dashratha. Rama's exile for 14 years and Bharat's declaration as Yuvraj of Ayodhya. Consequently, he had to keep his promise and also lost his life in the memories of his son. Thus, good management should not commit such promises with its stakeholders which are not feasible and profitable. Ram Raja as a model of good governance. Corporate governance has become essential part of successful management. Organizations have to fulfill best corporate governance practices as per legal norms. A lot of knowledge could be gathered from the epic Ramayana, in which Lord Rama is an immense example as a model of good governance. As per him, good governance is more about governance and less about government. The focus of a good leader is to do administration effectively and rather to occupy important positions. Only managers and leaders must learn from the Ram Raja, which based only on this concept. Good social and human values. Effective leadership means to lead with good personality traits like Rama. He was called Maryada Purushottam, which means to be in limits and follow the path of righteousness. He was possessing good human qualities. He was truthful, honest, and loyal. He was full of contentment, humility, mildness, and integrity. He was indeed an ideal leader. Modern management should follow all the leadership traits and styles of Lord Rama as a great king. Strategic management. Strategic management could be best understood from the great Indian mythology. One cause of destruction of Ravana was the wrong advices of his ministers who were mere yes men. Only those subordinates must be selected by the management who are not yes men, rather, they can give useful and honest advice to their officials. Rama provided the teaching of effective strategic management to his brother Bharat when he was leading Ayodhya on his behalf. Rama also guided him how to handle various people while management. Human resource management. Rama's brother Shatrughna was going to fight with the demon Lavnasur, who was very powerful. At that time, Rama educated his brother how to treat with his human force. Rama told him to properly look after his force with love and respect. Treat them equally and pay them reasonably. These are the leadership traits which can bring loyalty, commitment, and motivation among the employees. Moreover, Rama selected very courageous and strong willed men in his force who were very knowledgeable and possessing high emotional quotient. A good manager must place only such type of workers who can handle every difficult situation very easily in the organization. Acceptance of committed employees. A boss should always appreciate and value his hard-working and dedicated employees. He should ignore few mistakes committed by them during duty. Lord Rama went to his devotee Shabri, who was too old and walked with a stick. She waited for a long time for the darshana of Rama. She always collected berry fruit in her basket for her god. She first tasted the fruits herself to check whether it was sweet or bitter. She rejected the bitter one and kept the sweet one for Lord. One day, Rama came to her place due to her love and devotion. Rama ate the fruits offered by Shabri. He did not mind even about earlier these were tasted by Shabri. It was her bhakti and commitment for God only. Always be responsible. During their exile period, the sister of Ravana, Shupnakha, met Lord Rama and was attracted from the outlooks of God. But Rama did not reciprocate her due to his loyalty and faith towards his wife Sita. After this rejection, she was fascinated towards Lakshmana, but again she was failed. Due to this frustration, she attacked Sita. Lakshmana at that moment protected Mata Sita in the absence of Rama and he cut off Shupnakha's nose. He was very responsible for his Bhabi Sita. Summary: the epic Ramayana has been written in many versions, but its two very popular versions are by sage Valmiki ji and Goswami Tulsidas. In these versions, whole of the incidents have been explained very beautifully and meticulously. The best knowledge of the leadership and management can be explained by deeply understanding the teachings behind them. Rama is a model of good governance, full of spirituality, moral, and ethical values. Hanumana is a symbol of love, devotion, courage, commitment, and knowledge. Sita ji symbolizes love, commitment, and sacrifice. Ravana was an adharmi, egocentric, full of lust, greed, envy, pride, and negative emotions. But he was a learned person who educated Lakshmana regarding administration and management traits. Today, when administration of Indian corporate and Indian political system is a matter of discussion, it is highly recommended to follow such management principles in real sense. There is a need to convert Kal Yuga to again into Satyuga of Lord Rama. This is a little effort to be put by Indian administration system. It is only governance and leadership which is to be made effective and pure in order to produce good human beings, good citizens, good leaders, good workers, consequently a peaceful economy. Thank you.